In online betting sites, AI discovery is starting to act less like search and more like a shortlist engine. A bettor asks which sportsbook to join, which platform has the best offer, or which app is worth trusting. The AI system does not return a full market map. It compresses the category into a small set of names, and in this benchmark, that shortlist is much narrower than most operators would expect. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The June 2026 benchmark for online betting sites shows a clear two-player AI recommendation market. DraftKings and FanDuel capture most of the recommendation value across consideration, evaluation, and decision stage prompts. Both appear in more than one-third of AI responses, and both earn the strongest top 3 and rank 1 recommendation positions in the category. DraftKings leads with the highest monthly AI authority value at $121 million. FanDuel follows closely at $1.03 million and actually earns the highest raw count of valid recommendations. The commercial read is simple. When AI systems are helping bettors choose, these two brands are repeatedly making the short list. The most important lesson in this report is the gap between presence and recommendation. Bet365 is the clearest example. It ranks third in AI authority value at $1.05 million, but nearly all of that comes from visibility assist rather than direct recommendation value. It appears in only 3.9% of observations and earns just 10 valid recommendations. That means AI systems recognize the brand. They mention it in certain contexts, especially pricing and fee comparisons, but recognition does not automatically turn into a ranked recommendation. This matters for every marketing leader watching AI visibility dashboards. A brand can look visible in aggregate and still be weak at the exact moment a buyer asks for help deciding. For online betting sites, that moment is commercially critical because a bettor comparing platforms is often close to depositing funds. Hard Rock Bet shows a different pattern. It appears in only 7.6% of observations, which is far below the category leaders, but when it is recommended, it is placed first every time in the dataset. The benchmark reports a perfect average rank of 1.0 across its recommendations. That is a useful warning against measuring AI discovery only by broad exposure. Hard Rock Bet does not dominate category-wide visibility, but it has strong recommendation strength in the context where AI systems trust it. This is recommendation efficiency. It suggests that a focused public evidence layer, when aligned with the right use cases or regional contexts, can produce very strong shortlist outcomes. For operators outside the top 2, this is probably the most practical lesson in the benchmark. You may not need to win every prompt cluster first, but you do need to understand where AI systems already have enough confidence to advance you. The warning signs are sharp for several established brands. ESPN Bet appears in only 3 of 966 observations and earns 0 valid recommendations. Caesars Sportsbook appears in 11 observations, earns 1 recommendation at rank 5, and carries a negative net sentiment score. Ballybet registers no presence across the full public dataset. These are not obscure brands. They have market awareness, real-world visibility, and commercial backing. But the benchmark suggests that AI systems are largely excluding them from buyer shortlists. That distinction matters. Offline awareness does not guarantee AI shortlist eligibility. Advertising reach does not automatically create citation credibility. A large brand can still be missing from the public evidence layer that AI systems use to compare, justify, and recommend. In practical terms, a bettor can ask for the best sportsbook and never see these brands in the answer. The report points to citation architecture as the underlying competitive variable. AI systems rely on a mix of official brand content, editorial coverage, comparison articles, trusted user review sources, and community discussion. When those sources are consistent, structured, and positively framed, AI systems have more confidence recommending a brand. DraftKings and FanDuel benefit from broad evidence across those layers. Bet365 shows that citations alone are not enough if the surrounding evidence does not support a strong ranked recommendation. Hard Rock Bet shows that a narrower but better aligned evidence profile can still create first position outcomes. So the strategic work is not simply publishing more content, it is building a public evidence layer that AI systems can retrieve, verify, compare, and use in decision stage answers.
The online betting sites category is already experiencing shortlist compression. Across the three public high-intent clusters, the effective AI shortlist is heavily concentrated around DraftKings and FanDuel, with Hard Rock Bet showing a narrower but powerful challenger position. For leaders, the takeaway is that AI discovery should be managed as a commercial channel, not a reporting curiosity. Monitor where you are mentioned, where you are recommended, where you rank, and which sources support those outcomes.
If you compete in online betting sites, broad visibility is not enough. The business question is whether AI systems choose you when bettors are ready to compare. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.